When buying a home in South Africa, transfer duty must be explained carefully, and that is what I'm going to be doing today. Think the purchase price is all you'll pay for your dream home? Not even close, my friends. Today I'll break down the transfer duty and hidden costs every South African buyer faces, so you can budget smartly and avoid last minute panic. We don't want that. So, Trevor, let's talk transfer duty. What is transfer duty? It's also a buyer's tax. Definition of transfer duty: a tax charged by SARS on the transfer of property where that is not included. So who pays transfer duty, Trevor? The buyer always pays transfer duty. When is transfer duty due, Trevor? Transfer duty must be paid within 6 months of signing the sale agreement to avoid penalties, and penalties are high. So, what are the current brackets for transfer duty payables in 2025? Here we go. 0% on property less than 1.1 million. No transfer duty is payable. 3% on the amount 1.1 million to 1.5 million. And then 6% on 1.5 million to 2.1 million. And then 8% on 2.1 million to 2.75 million. Then 11% on 2.75 million to 11 million. And lastly, the big boys, 13% above 11 million rand. What are the hidden costs beyond transfer duty, Trevor? That's what I'd like to know. All right, here they are. Conveyancing and bond registration fees is what you need to keep in your head. Now, these are paid to the conveyancer and the deeds office, and it's based on a sliding scale. Then, the other thing you need to be wary of is they're going to add bank bond initiation fee. Yes, you pay a fee when they initiate your bond at the bank, and this is usually around 6,000 Rand approximately. Then you need to also consider moving and interim interest. Understand this: interest accrues on your bond from registration until you move in and beyond, of course. So, Trevor, compliance certificates. Who's responsible? Sellers are always responsible for compliance certificates such as electrical, water, plumbing, gas, beetle, and electric fence, glazed glass for some Cape Town homes, and if applicable, asbestos certificate that must show clearance for the asbestos must be supplied, and it must be paid for by the seller when? Before transfer, to confirm the property meets legal safety standards. So, let me share a real life budget financial example for you. Let's use a house that cost about 2 million. That's the purchase price. The transfer duty is worked out like this, as I've already said. Anywhere from 1.1 up to 2 million Rand, you're looking at 3%. So that equates to 27,000 Rand. So let's recap. You buy a house for 2 million, your transfer duties, 3% equals around 27,000. Then transfer and bond registration fees, which is the bulk of it, 50,000. Bank initiation fee, which I've just mentioned, 6,000. So the total extra costs for a buyer buying a home for, let's say, 2 million Rand is going to be 83,000 Rand. Compliance certificates always remain the seller's cost. So, here's some pro tips for buyers. Get pre-qualified. Why? Because bond originators can calculate your transfer duty and your legal fees right up front. Me, I would still budget in the area of between 8 and 10% extra. Always allow this cushion above the purchase price. Now, here are 5 myths totally busted. Here we go. I can split transfer duty with the seller. Wrong. The law makes the buyer liable. Full stop. Compliance certificates are my cost as the buyer. Wrong. These are always the seller's responsibility, unless, of course, you negotiate otherwise. I'm Trevor Whitaker with eXp Realty. Before you sign that offer, let's run the numbers so you know the real cost of buying your next home. To avoid budget shocks, my contact details are in the description. Contact me.